Hey everybody, welcome back to One-on-One Host episode 12. First time in the US, first time in Pennsylvania, and today we got here a dear friend of mine, David. Great to have you, brother. Today we're gonna talk about endurance in a combination of hypertrophy. From now on, David, I'm not talking anymore, so the stage is yours, and let's start.
Let's go. So first of all, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is David. I'm 25 years old from Miami. I used to play professional soccer back in Israel. Today I have a youth soccer academy in Miami. What I really believe in the gym is combining heavy lifting with HIIT workout. That way you can get the results of getting bigger but also shredder in the same time. So today we're going to focus on our upper body. Starting with shoulders, chest, and back, and
I know sometimes I know my pride gets the best of me, thinking we got telepathy, working on it every day, but I don't know what's next for me. Wish I could have everything, but nothing in this life is free. Gotta dig my heels.
Okay. So first exercise of the day, we're gonna start with chest. On the same time, we're gonna work on our muscle endurance, which means we're gonna do some push-ups. Just to rip off the muscle. That way we can work on our supporters and our stabilizer muscles. So here we go. We out, boys.
Wait. Yeah, exactly. Shirt off, mask off.
There you go. You already know it.
Okay, so now we're gonna do a chest press.
Chest press
with a spin machine.
Spin machine, just to concentrate on the muscle. And then we're gonna keep up with push-ups, just to follow up and rip the muscle, literally rip it up. You're gonna see. Forward.
I know it's getting hard, but babe, I believe in you. We're gonna make a fall, I promise that's what we'll do. I'm getting back on track, I promise, babe, you will too. Getting back on track, getting back on track.
Between 8 to 10 reps.
Go.
Put on your mind to concentrate on your chest, releasing and pushing all the way forward. Following up with 15 push-ups, starting now. I'm using the half ball just to challenge more the muscle. That way you can stabilize yourself, build the pace, build.
Hey,
You do it.
so we did right now 10 reps with a heavyweight and 15 reps with a low weight, like body weight.
Exactly. Body weight, just again to work on our supportive muscles, and that way, by using the spin machine, guys, you're focusing on the muscle. Okay, it's more concentrated on the muscle. When you're doing the push-ups, following up after that exercise, you're using more muscles that you cannot use without bar.
Yeah, because in the machine, like you have like a template movement, like
Exactly.
you know,
It's very
instruct you all the way.
very structured. Let's put it that
Yeah.
way. And then when doing push-ups, combine this half ball. That way you challenge your body to do a different movement. That way you build to support the muscle.
Okay. So this way you combine the
Exactly.
movements. Okay. So I already get the pump.
Oh wait, for one set.
So how many reps, how many sets do we do?
So basically what we're gonna do is 3 sets of between 8 to 10 reps on the Smith machine, following up with between 12 to 15 push-ups, combining half of the ball. If you don't have it at home, well, you can just figure it out and use something else. But that's how it looks like.
Okay. So we move on to the next one?
Let's go. Second exercise of the day, guys. We're gonna concentrate now on our shoulders. A quick fact about shoulders: people don't understand that by looking big doesn't mean you need to, I don't know, invent new exercises. You just need to work good on your shoulders, because your shoulders are your main big of your body. You know what I'm saying?
The main joint.
It's the main joint. Exactly.
Every movement that you do, you have to
Combining with shoulders.
Yeah.
Basically every movement. So today we're gonna do with the bar again right here, and we're gonna combine another drill involving a ball. You're gonna see it in a moment, and I'll give you quick tips just for this exercise. So,
Okay.
yeah. So next exercise we're gonna do a shoulder press with the Smith machine, following up with power ball lateral passes. You're gonna see soon how we do it exactly. Just make sure while you're working in the bench press, 90 degrees, make sure the back is always straight, chin up, and pulling out those shoulders all the way up. Let's get it.
Let's go. And basically, it's like working on the same focus that we did the last exercise, right? Because we're gonna work on the template, we're gonna work on the structure
With
movement.
hypertrophy to build up the mass on our shoulders, and then following up with a HIIT exercise just to get it shredded.
Okay.
That way we're getting the same results on the same exercise. So,
Alright,
let's start.
do that.
Yep. Chin up, all the way up. As you see, pushing all the way up, chin up, popping those shoulders out. Now that we're done, following up with the power ball, lateral passes. Just stand over there. I'm gonna throw you the ball, you're gonna throw it back at me. Half spin to the right and throw it back.
How many reps?
Between 12 to 15. Always with power. Throw the ball with power. Catch and throw.
Nice.
Half spin. Beautiful. With more power, more power. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
And
There. Nice. 8
and
9
9. 2
10.
more.
11 12
And let's go. Half spin with power. Eight, 9, 3 more, high pace. And the last one, that's a killer.
Nice.
That's a killer right there.
Nice.
So basically what we did here, guys, again, hypertrophy at the beginning with shoulder press, following up with the power ball just to get the muscle endurance, and a HIIT workout. That way, again, combining building muscle with cutting it at the same time. That's very important to remember.
Now, how many reps? How many sets?
So with the shoulder press, what I do is between 8 to 10 reps, high weights, I'm sorry. And then with the power ball between 12 to 15 catches and throws. each side.
Each side. So let's say I want to do 4 sets of this exercise. Let's say 8 reps and 15 reps. It's gonna take us around, let's say, 1 minute to 1 minute 15 seconds.
About that.
only one, like for the action.
Because that's the combination between HIIT workout and heavy lifting.
Right.
That's exactly what
And the rest in the middle, rest between sets.
I rest between a minute to a minute and 15 just because it's high intensity reps. So,
Okay.
makes sense.
So if you're gonna do 4 sets, it's gonna take us around 8 minutes for one exercise.
About that.
You wanna do around how many exercises in a...
I'll say in that
Workout.
specific workout, we're gonna do in between 4 to 6 exercises, just like that. It
4
depends on what exactly is your goal, what exactly is your food nutrition, it's depending on other stuff, but 4 to 6 exercises.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds amazing. Let's keep it rolling.
Girl, you got me shook from the way your body looks. Got me riding hooks, got me feeling like a rook. I don't do it by the book, but for you I'll take a look. Don't know what your mama took, sweet and spicy like a cook. Yeah.
Now we're gonna do a back exercise. So we did chest, we did shoulders. Now we're gonna focus on our back, which is one of the main joints we have in our body. So if you wanna build up a nice fitted body, you have to make sure you're always on your back, always working on your back. So what we're gonna do next is dumbbells row, following up with jumping rows or jumping jacks, whatever you call it. This is a very good exercise and intensive exercise. I will explain during the exercise the good point, the bad points, so try to keep up. Let's start. What we're gonna do first is picking up the dumbbell, 90 degrees, right? Straight back. Core muscles are tight and full stretch. Between 8 to 10 reps. And 2. We're done. Throwing out the muscle. And following up with the row. Between 12 to 15 reps. And we're done. Set number 1, the row, done. So now you can work it with your partner, you can work it alone, whatever you choose. Very important to remember, if you see that on the second or the third set, you cannot lift higher, what you're gonna do is go down with the weights, go down with the reps of the row, but still keep up, because at the end of the day, it's very intensive, but our goal, again, is to get big, but shred. Okay, also, let's go, guys, your go. All right, so we're starting with dumbbell rows. There you go, look at that beauty movement. Between 8 to 10 reps. Full stretch as you can see. Let's go, guy. Look at that back, Bobby. Mamacita. Let's go. All right.
Guys, when you work out with a supporter, when you work out with a spotter or something, tell him before, don't make you laugh.
That's what it's all about, you know? There you go. Full stretch.
I'll keep it real, let's make a deal. Buy you a meal if you just let me feel. Get out your heels, grab on the wheel. Back to my place at the top of the hill. Don't have regrets, I know what's next. She need a fresh, I'll be back in a sec. Look at them legs, don't make me
follow him
back
up
to the room,
with
let me show you my
more
tech.
intense
Your body feels like
exercise you
taking
can get
on a
out there,
drug.
the row.
You got me feeling good, yeah,
10 to
you got me
15.
feeling numb. Everything you do, I can't seem to get enough. You got me feeling good, yeah, you got me feeling numb.
Let's go, baby. Let's
So-
go.
We're gonna do 1 set of how many reps?
Between 8 to 10.
Actually, I gotta tell you something, because
Of course.
for me it was fine. You know, it's a great exercise. It's actually how I used to train, how I train always. But how if I want to change the intensity, how do I do it? Like,
So you actually have 3 options to do that. If you feel that you can add weights or it's too heavy, on the other case, you can get it lower. That means if you're lifting 20 pounds, you can go down to 15 or 12.5. You need to figure it out by yourself. If it's too light, you need to add.
How do you figure it out, the weight? Like what's the rule?
Well, if you can get your sets to be done at 8 or 10 reps, that means you need to lower a little bit the weight. But if you see you still have enough energy and enough strength to do more than 8 to 10 reps, you have to get it higher because it's a very intensive, and that's why I called it heavy lifting.
So when
light lifting.
Right, but when you say the weights, so you say I'm gonna be specific according to the sets and reps that I have. Like if I have like 15 reps, so I want to set the weight according to the reps that I have.
Exactly.
I want to succeed like to do 15 reps and not more than 15 reps. And on the other way, the same. I don't want to make like a 12 or 11. I want to reach to 15, 14.
Exactly. You set up your goal 15 reps. That means you need to figure out how much is going to be the weight. Not too light, not too heavy. That way you can reach to 15. And at the end of the day, it's your body. So if you don't understand, who's going to?
Yeah, right. So if I want to change the intensity, it's only about the weight?
No, you have actually two options. One of them is the rest time. Okay, so if I rest between 40 to 60 seconds, if you see that you want to do more reps, just rest a little bit more longer. Like instead of 40 seconds, do 60 seconds. Instead of 60 seconds, do 16 and 15, a minute and 16.
But do you have like a range in the rest time if you want?
Yeah, on this workout that we did, the rest time is between a minute to a minute and 15. Just because we're working on hypertrophy again. That's why.
And if you're gonna work on a high intensive or something else, you have like different ranges to each type of workout.
Exactly.
But people at home needs to know if they have any range, right? Because I think if I'm gonna rest, it's too hard when you wanna rest 3 minutes. Like you see those guys who go to the gym and they're on the phone and they say we work so hard, but
that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. It's either, well, I heard it before, I don't know if it's true, but the thing is, the minimum rest will be 35 seconds and the maximum rest will be a minute and a half. But longer than that, that's, I don't know who exercise that way. So.
Okay. So we have, so you said we have weight.
We have weight.
You have
rest time. The third one, it's reps. So that's what I'm saying. If we're doing heavy weights and you see that you cannot finish your drills, that's what I'm saying, between 8 to 10 reps. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Because if you see that you cannot reach to 10, 8 is also fine, but the goal is to reach to 10.
Okay.
So if you see that you cannot do 10, go down to 8. You cannot do 12, go down to 10. Again, it's depending on the exercise, depending on your goal. And so basically we have reps, rest time, and weights.
To change the intensity of the workout.
Exactly.
Nice. Okay. Nice. Well done.
Alright, so we talked about a lot of good points. I guess we can conclude.
Summary? Okay, so what we did today?
So summary of the day. What we did at the beginning, we started with chest press, right? Following up with high intensity of push-ups. That way we work a lot on our hypertrophy, building our mass, and then following up with lots of push-ups. That way we work on our muscle endurance, which makes sense, because that way, that's the point on this training. Building the mass and cutting on the same time. Not just mass, not just cutting, both of them on the same time. Then we worked on our shoulders. We did a shoulder press, following up with the power mobility, which helps us to work on our stability muscles, on our, what was the other muscle that you called it?
The supporters.
Supporters muscles. As you saw, we did a lot of movement with the ball. That way, you can actually keep up with those type of exercises that you cannot do with heavy lifting, because when you're doing heavy lifting, you're very limited in the movement, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But on those kind of movements, that way you build different muscles on areas that you cannot touch on those machines. And at last, we did...
Before we continue, I just want to talk about the importance of the supporters and the stabilizer muscles.
Right.
Because let's say you have how you say manof in English? Crane.
Yeah,
Right? Crane. So let's say you have a crane, okay? And you can lift heavy weights.
Exactly.
Load, doesn't matter. And let's say the supporting or everything else will not work. So it's enough for 1 inch of deviation, and the crane will fall.
Exactly.
The same in our body. Let's work on the supporters. You work on all your body, you complete your body. This way you have the strength because you can work with the machine, with the speed machine.
Exactly.
You have the structure, but you have and you must work on the supporters and stabilizers, because if not, you're gonna injure yourself. You're gonna reach to a certain point that there is no
And
more.
you cannot reach any more than that. And plus, again, you said something very important: injuries. When you work on the supporters and on those type of muscles, you basically avoid those injuries just by building up that system. You know what I'm saying? When you're lifting at the gym, when you're setting up the plates, the weights,
Exactly.
you always need to be prepared. You know. So that's why we did combining HIIT with heavy lifting. And at last, we did the back shoulder press, right? Dumbbell row, following up with very high intensity HIIT exercise, which was the ropes. How was it? Was it easy? That was hard?
So
First time you did something like that?
No, so actually, I'm working like that. Yeah, but it's so important, and we touched about it because you talked about how you can change the intensity. You know, by reps, rest time, weight, which is the intensity. It's so important because everybody has to know himself. Everybody has to know himself. At the end of the day, like, if you don't know yourself, you don't know your body. So you know, you have trainers and you have personal trainers that can help you, but eventually, not everybody can afford a personal trainer. On the other side, also the personal
That's why
trainer.
you have YouTube channels and Instagram profiles. Like,
It's very but no, really, like to be like real with yourself. You can't always like ask somebody else to do the job for you.
Exactly.
You know, it takes time. It takes around 1, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 6 months. Doesn't matter. But you have to know that your goal as a trainer, you have to know yourself.
Exactly. And in the end of the day, it's you out there, guys. You need to, go there, learn, see stuff online. You know, at the end of the day, you want to have your own concept. So, yeah.
And eventually, this is what keeps you going. Physically and mentally.
Which is more important than physically sometimes.
Exactly. Yeah. But when you have your own way, when you have a variety of stuff that you know and love,
That keeps you going.
that's it.
Keep you
You're on the king way.
exploring, learning new stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the day. Well, Guy, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
That guy's amazing.
Thank you, brother. Guys, so first of all, David, I really want to say thank you. David, so as I said, he has a soccer academy back in Miami. He lives here in Philly. So first of all, thank you for your time. And second of all, guys, thank you for watching episode 12. And stay tuned for episode 13, because this one's gonna be one hell of an episode. Until then, see you soon, and thank you, brother.
next to me, and I really don't want you touching on your body. Feels like taking on a drug.